Good morning, folks. How you all doing? Going for a slightly different video for today. The normal videos will resume tomorrow. But I mentioned I had a question from Tess on here the other day, and I was going to have a think about, I don't know, some tips or advice that I could give. And it's kind of hard, but yeah, I've just thought about a couple for now to get us going. And I mean, I always try and include, little bits and bobs in the videos as I do them. But I thought it'd be nice to just do a video so you can all see it. Yeah, 5 things for now that I think are either important or useful, might be good for people just starting out. Maybe things that people don't talk about. So we'll get the manky ones out of the way first. So, toilet situation. I mean, not a lot of people talk about it. So here we go. This is my 2 pence on that. After obviously doing this for a few years, what I've learned. So I have a Thetford cassette toilet in here. One that I can pull the cassette out and dump it, that kind of thing. I used to just use that all the time. But as you know, if you do live in a vehicle, don't last very long. So, now, if you're just starting out, this might seem a bit rank. But if you do it, it will make sense, I promise. So, your cassette toilet, your onboard loo, whether it's like a porta potty or whatever, there's loads of different things. Don't number 1 in it. So have a pee bottle. Now, yeah, I know it's a bit on the nose, but buy only number 2 in the toilet. Mine's gone from lasting maybe a week to now 5 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks, and that's a big deal. Now, without getting too graphic, you're probably thinking just number 2 in, it's going to block up. But obviously, when you go for a number 2, you number 1 as well. And yeah, I mean, I'm not going to explain it, but you can imagine. Trust me, it works. The pee bottle thing, that's brilliant. So I just have like a 2 litre job, and you empty it out in the morning or whatever. But it means you don't need to go out to go to the toilet. For example, right now it's pissing it down. Don't want to be doing that. And your toilet don't fill up as quick. So that's kind of 2 in 1. I was going to do that separately, but yeah, toilet thing. So there we go. That's that bit out of the way. But that's my thoughts on that. And honestly, it's a game changer because then you're not searching for toilet dumps and stuff all the time, which is a hell of a lot easier in Europe, especially France. It's just, you could literally go for a poo once a day and empty your toilet once a day if you wanted to, go into all the airs. But in the UK, obviously it's a bit different. You've got to use public toilets and whatever else. So there we go. I mean, I've started on a good one. So next, let's get to more sort of nice things. Next thing I'll say is slow down. Now, it's quite a broad thing, but what do I mean by that? I mean, in terms of your travelling, your movement, and even your being in places where you are, just slow down. Again, I've made the mistake. I bombed all around Norway, Scandinavia in about 6 or 7 weeks, and I ruined it. I just grazed the surface. When we first went up to Scotland, we were bombing around everywhere for like 2 weeks, and although we got to see a lot, it did kind of ruin it a bit. So, I'm still learning. I'm still having to consciously slow down. You want to be doing, you know, a few miles a day, if that, even stay somewhere for a day or two and properly explore the area and then move on. Honestly, it'll make you enjoy the experience so much more. Plus you'll save money because you're not going to be bombing around as much, and plus it'll give you downtime. As we talked about in the other video, it'll give you that downtime to, you know, pursue your other hobbies or whatever you want to do, or, you know, think about what you're doing next. So yeah, there's that. Slow down. That's an important one, actually. I tell that to everyone whenever I get questions about travelling and stuff. I always say just slow down. You know, people will send me a route map and it's like 2 weeks to do 4,000 miles or something. I'm just thinking it's a waste of time. Just don't do it. You're much better off, like take Scotland for example, the whole NC 500 thing. I wouldn't recommend doing that anyway, but that's another story. Not because it's not beautiful, which it is, but because it's a tourist trap and it's packed. So I'd stay off that route as much as possible. But anyway, you know, people will plan to do that. Scotland, they'll say NC 500, give themselves a week, and they'll go round and do it. And it's like, yep, Scotland, done. NC 500, completed it, bought a t-shirt from the gift shop, all done. It's like, mate, you ain't seen anything. You know, I think to experience Scotland properly and do a loop around like that, I think you need a year, personally, to actually see it all. And I think even then you probably won't see it all, but, you know, I think it's, 6 months, a year maybe, to actually soak it in properly. But yeah, anyway, that's it. Slow down. Next, don't plan too much. Kind of ties in with the other one, but yeah, don't plan. Yeah, you do kind of need a bit of a plan. You need a direction that you're heading in. You know, just say, I'm going here, and that's it, and that's your plan. That's what I do. I pick a place and I just go to it, and normally I pick that place in the morning. You know, or whatever. Like I don't plan anything, because the problem is when you plan, you set yourself deadlines, or not deadlines but expectations, and you're expecting to be here by then and there by then, and again it's just another thing that will ruin it for you. Again, there's obviously exceptions to the rule, same with all of the things, but generally speaking, try not to plan too much. You'll have a much better experience if you don't. Just wake up in the morning. In fact, sometimes I don't even check a spot. I'll just turn the key and just drive for a bit, or, you know, just go anywhere, any direction, and just see where it takes you. And that's so much more freeing than having a set itinerary of everywhere you're going to go. Okay, this next one, this is more of a full-time kind of tip, if you like. You know, this isn't going to apply as much to like the couple of week people, you know, just going to a spot and whatever, but maybe it will. And that is, so all of your key resources, so what do I mean by that? Like your heating, power, they're the two main ones. Heat, power, water. Your key things. I always have 3 different means of achieving one of those things. So like heating, for example, I've got the log burner, I've got the diesel heater, and worst case scenario, I've got the engine and I can turn the heating on, open the door and blow heat back in here, which I have done. I have had to do that. I did that the other year when I was in the mountains. So it's 3 options, because then if one breaks or even 2 break, which can happen, you know, it is a thing, like they could both bust. For example, if my van broke down, I'd lose the engine, run out of diesel because I can't go anywhere, I've still got the log burner. You know, that's so simple, it's not going to break. Or if it did break, I could fix it, you know. So heating's a big one. Obviously power, I've got the B2B coming from the engine, the battery to battery charger. So that charges as I'm driving. I've got the solar on the roof, and I've got a mains hookup charger should I ever need it. So again, 3 things. Water. I've got my main tank under the sink, which is a 25 or 30 litre container. I have that, and then I have my sort of carrying / holding collection tanks in the back, which I use to go get water. It's 2 10-litre jerry cans, but they're always full as well. So, you know, like, God forbid that tank leak and piss the water out everywhere, I still have those 2 tanks in the back separate. And 3, I also have bottles. I keep them, so, you know, like normal plastic bottles like this. I've had this for ages. I usually have like 5 or 6 on board, and that's what I keep my drinking water in, because I don't drink out of the tap and stuff in here. I do teas and stuff, but I don't drink it directly, just because I've filled up water from all kinds of booky places. But yeah, again, three different things. So if them 2 fail, I've still got drinking water in the bottles. You know, I try to keep them topped up. And you know, I'll probably keep bottles for like 6 months. Obviously, you've got to clean the caps and stuff so they don't get gammy. But yeah, it's again that three means rule kind of thing. I stand by that with everything I do. But I think that's a good one to live by, and that I will encourage everybody to try and follow that, because then you've got a backup of your backup always. So I hope that helps. So the last thing I'm going to touch on is mobile income. Now, obviously there's exceptions to this rule as well. It is more of a full-time kind of thing, but you know, there's plenty of full-timers that live in vehicles and do a normal job, you know, go to work every day and come back to the van. Like, it's fine, you know, there's exceptions, but some people don't want to do a conventional job anymore, so then you need to get a mobile income. Now, I can't give you that many tips about it because I'm still learning, you know, I'm no expert on that, but there are things that you can do. And what I would say is have a think, like the job that you're doing now, whatever it may be, if you're looking for this lifestyle and you want that mobile income and stuff, just think, like, could it be possible to do your job remotely? You know, because there's a lot of people out there where it could, maybe not necessarily doing the exact job that you're doing now, but the skill set and the position that you have, maybe there's a company or something, or there's a way that you can convert that into a mobile income. Because I think that would apply for quite a lot of people, to be honest, because, you know, there's plenty of people that go to work to do like a desk job or something, that they just turn up to the building and sit at their desk and sit on a computer all day. Like, why can't you do that from a van? You know, you still have to go to work, but you're going from bed to work, and then you're wherever you want to be. You know, that's the dream, isn't it? Obviously, I made the decision that I want to keep doing these videos, so I'm trying to find a way to, you know, make it work. I have other little bits. I have like Shutterstock, so that gives me a little bit every month, but that's very unreliable. So I wouldn't recommend that. It can fluctuate massively, like hundreds of dollars fluctuation month to month. Some months I've been paid 50 quid off it, so, you know, that's not one to rely on. But it's good to have lots of different little bits as well. That's something I'm learning. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, have various things. But I think it's definitely food for thought to try and figure out a way that you can earn money on the road remotely. Because if you can nail that, let me know how you've done it. But if you can nail that, then, you know, life will just be amazing for you, because you can just put your van wherever you want, whatever country you want to put it in, you know, and you can earn money on the road and continue exploring, travelling, doing whatever you want to do, and it would be fantastic. Yeah, I hope you've been able to take something from that. There will be more things that I can come up with, but yeah, like I said, it's kind of difficult, to be honest. I mean, I'm no expert on this, let me tell you. I'm just winging my way through life every day. But yeah, hope that helps. One last thing before I go, just a little thing. Obviously, because I'm now on this platform, if you could just try and, if you could not comment on YouTube anymore, because I actually deleted the app, the studio app, from my phone, so I'm not going to see it. I'm trying to, every morning I'm going on the computer, logging on to Patreon, and I'll, you know, answering the comments on the posts on here, as opposed to the videos. I'm just sort of uploading them and then that's it. Yeah, I'm not really looking at them anymore. So any like comments or questions or whatever you've got regarding the video, post it on the actual thread on Patreon rather than the video itself, if you don't mind. Just make life easier for me, and then I won't miss comments. Also, while we're on that, might as well get it all in one video. I can't believe how many people have come over. I genuinely did not expect that, so thank you very much to everyone that is now over here. Honestly, when I signed this up, I was expecting like 20 people maybe, you know, to come over. I'm blown away actually by how many people are here, and because of that, you know, I want this to be like a nice, positive, rich community where everyone can talk to each other, and you can do that on here. So somewhere along the top, let me just pull it up so that I'm not guessing. Okay, yeah, so at the top you've got like posts, my membership, and you've got community. So if you go on that community tab, you can post on there, anyone can post on there, and everyone can see it. So if you've got like any questions, or, you know, whether it's like for me or you want it as a general question, because there's 152 people on here now, and, you know, everyone has an insight into something, so it's well worth asking the question on here. If you know, you need to find something out or whatever, like, please, I encourage everyone to use that, and obviously I get to see it as well, and I can comment, and, you know, so I'm still learning these things too. So like I said, it's going to be a process, but yeah, it's just treat it as like a forum almost, so everyone can get involved and try and help out. Let's try and build this up into a really good place to be. You know, even if you just go onto the website once a day, I want you to come on and gain something and be able to just get involved and, you know, not have crap. Just have like-minded, genuine people who you can connect with and just have a good time. That's the goal here. That's why we're doing all of this, you know, to just make it better. There's a better way than what we were all doing before, and I don't know if this is it, but we're going to have a damn good go at trying to make it. So yeah, I think that'll do for this video, but I hope you've all enjoyed it, hope you've took something from it, and I shall see you all in the next one. Normal videos will resume tomorrow, although it is pissing it down right now, and the place that I'm at, we arrived here yesterday, we were going to explore, but now it's like this, so maybe not, I don't know, we'll see. Right, I'll see you later, folks.